Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, well, I was just finishing up for the day, right? I was just getting ready to go and put the kids to bed and play some video games, and it was going to be a nice, relaxed end to the day. I'd done a bunch of work, and I was feeling like it was time to, settle down, find a nice, comfy chair. But no, ladies and gentlemen, because the name and logo of the next Pokémon TCG set has gone and been revealed. It is Evolving Skies, and this weirdly tells us an awful lot about the upcoming set. This is kind of big news. So no, I'm not going to wait until tomorrow. I'm sure it will be fine. So Evolving Skies then, this has gone and been shared with shops today. Matthew Variety Lovely Immunity over on Twitter has gone and shared it. It is doing the rounds and it is our next set. We have also had confirmation that the release date is going to be August the 27th, which I find incredibly interesting. Because in a release schedule video I did literally yesterday, and I mean I uploaded it yesterday, I told you that the release date for our Sword and Shield 7 set, that's what this is, was going to be August the 27th. I told you that that release date wasn't confirmed, but it had come from distributors and we knew it was going to be August the 27th, but it wasn't confirmed until it was confirmed, and I expected it to be confirmed, and then the next day, turns out it goes and gets confirmed. So we do have a release date of August the 27th, but I want to dig in on this name and logo of Evolving Skies because this is a genuinely big deal. Now, we'll get to the Skies bit in a minute. That's not a big surprise. Evolving is actually a bit of a surprise. Because, you see, there is only one thing the Evolving and Evolving Skies refers to, and that is Eevee. For those of you that don't know, Eevee is the evolution Pokemon. That's its entire thing, that's its entire shtick. The entire point of Eevee is that it is the evolution Pokemon. That's the deal. So when we've got a set called Evolving Skies, yeah, that is absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, exactly what we're talking about. And I am checking as I'm recording this. Some stores are already putting the set up for pre-order, which is kind of interesting. So, Evolving Skies, it refers to Eevee. Now, of course, we know that there is an Eevee set. The set, which is coming out in Japan in a week and a half, we should have the full set list on Friday, is going to be Eevee Heroes. The thing is, we were not sure that Eevee Heroes was going to be part of Sword and Shield 7. And the reason, very simply, is we are expecting a special set in October. We are expecting a 25th anniversary set coming along at the beginning of October. And it would make perfect sense, given how popular Eevee is as a Pokemon along with its evolutions, it would make perfect sense to hold a bunch of Eevee heroes back. Maybe even the majority of it, or certainly the Eevees and VMAXs. It would make a lot of sense to hold that back for the 25th anniversary set, given that these are hype cards. The fact that the set is called Evolving Skies tells us super clearly that the evolutions from Eevee Heroes will be in this set. There is absolutely no chance whatsoever, and I know I'm stating this as an absolute, and I could burn myself for this, but I am 100% convinced, there is absolutely no way that Pokemon name the set Evolving Skies and don't put the evolution Pokemon and all of its Vs and VMAXs into the set. That would be a gigantic blunder, and Pokemon don't do things like that. We know that Eevee is the evolution Pokemon. Pokemon know that as well. There is an Eevee set. This makes way too much sense. Now, the big question then becomes how many VMAXs are in the set? Because if we go to Eevee Heroes over in Japan, we can see that the booster pack has all 8 of the evolutions on it, and we know that all 8 of the EVVs are in the set. That is a fact, that is what we know for certain. We do not, however, see all of the VMAXs in the set. We know that 4 of them are, that being Glaceon, Leafeon, Sylveon, and Umbreon, But we know that the Gen 1 Eevees, that is Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon, along with Espeon, are in the Eevee VMAX Special Collection, or whatever it's actually called. And that is the one where you get the VMAX pack, and one of those 4 will be in there with some Holo Energies. Will we get all 8 Vs in the set? Almost certainly. I would be stunned if we didn't. Although having said that, they could always take one of them out in the same way they took Galarian Rapidash out of a Japanese set very recently and gave it to us as a promo. They could do that with one of the EVVs, but it would make me so uncomfortable if they didn't put all 8 of the Vs in the set. If they put like 7 in and took one out for a promo, that would be weird and make me feel uncomfortable. As for the VMAXs, I do not feel so comfortable about that at all. Bearing in mind we've had decks like the Blastoise and Venusaur VMAX decks that did introduce brand new, never-before-seen VMAXs, they would fit in a product like that. But having said that, we have already seen the Inteleon and Gengar decks over in Japan, and it is overwhelmingly likely that they are going to be in the next VMAX battle boxes, so I don't think they would take any of the EV VMAXs out of there. The last time Japan had exclusive VMAXs in a set like this, it was Cramorant and Delmise. And by now I'm assuming most of you know that Cramorant and Delmise were just popped in Shining Fates. That was the most sensible set to pop them into, so they were just like, oh yeah, no, whack them in there, that's fine. So they just popped them in an appropriate set. I wouldn't expect them to cut the VMAXs. I cannot say for certain, but I wouldn't expect Pokemon to do that. It's one of those things we'll have to wait and see. So the fact that Eevee Heroes is coming in that set is a really big deal. It would have made sense to save it for the 25th anniversary set. They're not doing that. As for the Skies part of it, now obviously a lot of people are already making the connection to Roaring Skies, and you should, quite frankly. You should make the connection between Evolving Skies and Roaring Skies. You should look at the emerald colouring of Skies in Roaring Skies and the emerald colouring of Skies in Evolving Skies. I'm assuming it's emerald because it's Rayquaza. I'm colourblind, be nice to me. Because it is Rayquaza. If you remember, one of the real poster children of Roaring Skies was Rayquaza, well, Mega Rayquaza. That was the big card in Roaring Skies. Although, admittedly, we did also have Shaman EX in Roaring Skies, but that wasn't the poster child, it just so happened to be a redonkulous card that came in it. And we know that this set, this Evolving Skies, is going to be made up of Sword and Shield 6A, Eevee Heroes, that is now essentially confirmed, and Sword and Shield 7 over in Japan, and Sword and Shield 7 is a double set, Skyscraping Perfect, and Blue Sky Stream. And if we look at the Japanese dummy booster pack for Blue Sky Stream, who do we see? Oh, look! It's our old friend Rayquaza, and we know we're getting Rayquaza VMAX, incidentally, that has been confirmed. So when they gave us Mega Rayquaza EX, it made its way into the name as Roaring Skies, and when we're getting Rayquaza VMAX, it made it into the name again with Evolving Skies. So the use of Skies in the name there is not some massive coincidence. It is very deliberate. Also, it's clearly Evolving that's got the Rayquaza colour, not Skies. I saw this logo like 10 minutes ago and started recording, alright? I was expecting, what I'm saying in this video, I was largely expecting, although, like I say, there was a decent chance the Eevees were going to be pushed back into that special set. But, look, I got the wrong colour. I'm sorry. I said I'm colourblind, alright? Me and colours, we don't get on that well. I'm doing my best. So the point is, we know we're getting Rayquaza VMAX, and although there's nothing in the name to suggest it, well, I don't know, actually. Because I'm going to say that Skyscraping Perfect isn't really the skies like that, but having said that, Duraludon VMAX is a giant skyscraper, and that would certainly fit into the whole skies motif of the set. So, Duraludon VMAX will be in the set. We've not seen anything else about Sword and Shield 7. All we know at the moment is that it is going to have Rayquaza VMAX and Duraludon VMAX. We do know that it will still feature single and rapid strike Pokemon, but that is pretty much the extent of the information we've got. Actually, that's a lie. When this set was revealed in Japan, they did actually say that Rayquaza and Duraludon VMAX were going to be, I'm paraphrasing here, alright? But they basically said they're going to be on the same competitive level as Eternatus VMAX. And Eternatus VMAX has been a top deck since it was, well, first released. So you know what? This is pretty big. And before we finish, I do just want to circle back to the release date. Now, I've mentioned this in a couple of videos, but I really do want to just point this out because I know some people won't have watched those videos, but will end up finding this one, I hope at least, because, you know, I always want new people to find my videos. You'll notice the release date of August the 27th is a little bit weird because we only got battle styles in June. Which means we're having like 6-7 weeks between sets. It is a much, much shorter period than we usually get, which is 3 months. But remember that Battle Styles shouldn't have been a June set. Battle Styles should have been a May set. Essentially, because of delays caused by the pandemic, the release schedule for the Pokémon TCG got shunted by a month. But if we let that go, we're going to end up with a set releasing in December. You cannot release a set in December. It's too close to Christmas. You will miss out on mountains of sales because so much, like November is a huge shopping month. You have to launch a set in November, not December. So we had to shunt back a month at some point. It had to be done. This is when Pokemon are choosing to do it. There we go. So that's what we know, ladies and gentlemen. The big news here is really the confirmation that Eevee Heroes is going to be part of that set, which does therefore make the 25th anniversary set in October even more mysterious, but as it stands at the moment, we have very, very little information. As always, as soon as we know anything, I'm going to be here, ladies and gentlemen, because that's kind of the thing I do. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about all of this, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.